What I'm looking for is to transition from this grip, where I'm just keeping my posture, to getting a 2-on-1. Most of the time that's gonna start with one grip on the sleeve, right? And then I'm gonna transition and do a little Daniel-san wax on, wax off and get to this 2-on-1, right? But I always need to have a hand or two hands on Nick so that he doesn't break my posture down. If my hands are touching the mat here or they're free, I'm gonna get my posture broken down, okay? Knees always wide, butt low, sitting on my ankles. Got a tree trunk base here. It's like what I teach in kids class. I want to have be like the roots of a tree anchoring into the mat. All right. If I'm standing tall like this on my knees, I'm super prone to being off balanced. Right. So nice wide, low center of gravity, tree trunk base. Get to the grip, switch to the 2-on-1. You don't have to go 2-on-1. I like to do it because it takes one of his arms completely out of play. I bear all my weight onto their chest. I stand with the side that I have the arm on, right? And I get to both feet. This is a pretty quick transition. Once I get here, I keep the sleeve, I stand tall. I'm gonna can opener as guard. Lean this way, and then lock your arm out. Now when I straighten back up, it's naturally gonna pry his guard open. And then from here, I'm gonna transition and step out and look to transition into a knee cut. As I back step out, I'm gonna start pinning the side that I can opener down to the mat. All right. From here, what I want to do is box out and frame out this inside space. So I still have my sleeve grip and transition from the standing position, but I'm going to windshield wiper pummel my elbow to the inside, and I'm going to connect my knee to my elbow to my knee here. This is going to frame out this inside space. Once I'm inside here, I like to transition to the lapel grip so I can anchor myself into this framing position here. From here, I'm gonna step to the outside, right? So I'm windshield wipering, and I'm gonna do a little crow hop to the outside, and then drop my knee to the inside space, all right? Once I get to the knee cut, and I've framed out and blocked Nick's knee shield from coming in, there's a couple of ways I can finish here. I always like to go head down and pass. I feel like anytime I'm giving him space here, he's got the ability to pummel his legs over, frame, push me away, make space, get his hips out, and then get his guard back in front of me. So I go head down to the mat, right, and occupy all this space in here. In a tournament scenario, if you need to be a little mean in your roll, you can put your head under their chin and start pushing their chin and their head back and pinning them to the mat that way as well. All right. Boom, boom. If you're being nice in the gym, I'm just gonna keep my head on the near side, and I put my head all the way to the mat into this tripod position here. I'm nice and heavy with my shoulders, and I can either keep the lapel grip or I can transition to the underhook like this. Preferably, I like the underhook, but sometimes they do a good job of blocking me out from getting the underhook. So I just keep this lapel grip and keep my elbow anchored inside just like this. Now, I'm gonna collect the far side sleeve, pull up, create a little space, a window for me to knee slide through, and I keep my head down as I knee slide through into side control, okay? If I lift my head up to knee slide, right, Nick could off balance me. If I get in the habit of this, I'm really top heavy, right? And there's really like no benefit to me lifting my head up other than it feels more natural to lift my head as I slide. Here, keep my head down, clear the arm, slide my knee through, and then once I've cleared the pass, right, I can flare up in the side control or transition to whatever you want to do there. So one more time, we'll do this for first part of technique. Start in a closed guard, collect your grips. You can go 2-on-1 if you like, that's my preference, or you can keep the lapels in the single grip, all right? Up to both feet, nice and tall, keep the sleeve. Lean, can opener, drive the knee down. Immediately start to frame out this inside space. I transition to this lapel grip, anchor my elbow to my knee. Side step, windshield wipe, get to the knee cut. From here, head down, elbow stays in if I keep the lapel grip, or I can flare my elbow and transition to the underhook, all right? Head to the mat, collect this overhook, clear the space. Now I have some room to knee slide. As I slide through, I keep my head down. Square up, finishing tackle. Cool, super fundamental. It's like the most basic passing sequence of all jiu-jitsu passes.